Oke guys, kita memasuki ke game pertama di final lower bracket antara GP Ikhlas Rank melawan RRQ Mika.
For a final lower bracket for GPX Buff Rank versus RRQ Mika.
Yeah, we will see what is actually gonna be happening for this one, GPX or RRQ Mika. Who will win this one? How?
Okay, finding a good way, still on an early start here. We're going to find
Ini di sini pakai Novaria dan dari Livy dia pakai Valentina cuy.
Yeah. As for GPX now in the top lane, Chinchao was struggling pretty hard right here, and Livy might be securing for the movement right there, pushing back for Chinchao, and Chinchao will need some time. For the movement to be done here, but yeah. That was an amazing movement coming from the side of RRQ Mika. The drop was pretty interesting coming from both of the sides, but back again, if we are talking about the drop coming from both of the sides, they really need to consider their winning condition. Like for Ashe, she needs the item that she wants, like the Demon Hunter Sword, Golden Staff, definitely for that attack speed for this Cloud to work on. While for the Caramel, she really needs to try to snowballs.
Okay, even though it's tried to snowball, three players from RRQ Mika are actually just aiming and pounding on that Mortis right there in the early, so Ashe wouldn't be picked off here right in the early. So then again, with the BMI, it's quite flexible, and yet Funi needs to go back first and find a great way of a mechanism moving on to the middle lane, clearing up the waves because Dawn and also the Grok is just right on ready for the first neutral objective of the game. But on the bottom side though, a flicker bought out defensively by Violet needs to work out pretty well because that turtle is going to be a bit of a hectic there. RRQ Mika has started by Dawn, wants to try to commit in all of that, but then again, the Primal Wrath has been popped off by Livy, but so far still playing calm, cool, collected because nobody really wants to initiate that much first. Caramel tried to find a great way, but Livy had just have Nick saved in a nick of a time for Lele, getting that Astral Recall in the right
jungler baru ya guys ya.
And you know what? Violet was like, I will try to give the information as much as I can, but Tan directly securing that objective. Well, Violet, I don't think she will be able to survive this one first blood from the side of RRQ Mika. And for Caramel, she is forced to get back without anything that she can do regarding the turtle.
A quite clean execution though, technically, during that game, but Caramel, a bit of a problem there. But sadly, Lele
sadar mah udah digasin bro itu bro.
Aggressive to play on here because if you're going in too deep, Mortis is still in that early stage for that jungler. But even so, Lele was brave enough to pull on that cut lane that deep, even until between the second and third tires, just too much. But on the top side though, they are just trying to find a great move here.
I think like they just want to have something to hold the damage, but look at that Tal with the force with Wild Charge along with that barrier to stop the movement coming from GPX Buff Rank Caramel, the position being force hit by the side of RRQ Mika.
Okay, getting in again, helping with a lot, but from GPX Buff Rank, they really need to defend that turret. But RRQ Mika, Livy, with that bit of a blood, still have a 1 HP, needs to go back first.
Needs to get back first, needs to rearrange what they want or they need to do, and forcing it later to the side of Team GPX. But there you go, RRQ Mika, after seeing those kind of pressure that can be given, Lele was like, okay, we will try to get an advantage by clearing the way first, going for another side and try to maybe rotate earlier compared to Edith here. That's why we can see that actually Lele is quite active to join several of the wars to have a better condition for RRQ later on, since like RRQ right now moving in the 2-2-1 condition, like Tan was following or maybe going for objectives while the rest of Yogoi along with Livy directing to the other lane, or Lele with also Ash.
Okay, just try to barge in with the Astral Eco, revealing everybody's location except for Lele. Okay, with the onward and the Earth Shatter getting in again, but the turtle has been secured by Funny with all of that time trinity, and even that blazing duet popping off again. Caramel being in the front line, and a secure double kill from Violet, but Lele is not giving up, trying to secure that kill, but too much overextending wouldn't be a very good variable.
And now if you're able to survive from that condition, it's just like a very good one. Not going further for the side of Team GPX, but there you go. From the side of GPX Buzzrang right now, they are not really like leading. Based on the gold, it's pretty much the same coming from both of the sides, but Ash doing some rotation to the bottom lane because she knows that actually after the push coming from GPX Buzzrang and taking that turret, definitely GPX Buzzrang will rotate more to that area, since like the vision is on the side of GPX, while for the Archimica, they really need spaces for Ash to join later on to climb up the pile of gold here to have the item that she needs on the mid game to the late game.
Okay, but so far so good. Still calm, collected, finding great moments, trying to pick off which one could be a squishy target. Astral Eco going up again, trying a bit of a burst. Wild charge and a time journey pop off again. Yogoi being in the front line, taking all of that damage, pulling in onto Violet with the Primal Wrath, having that kill, even though Funi is being the one taking it. And even a decimation copied from the IMU. It's just clearly got in a nick of time. Bit of a burst there, taking it down. But Violet, it's too tanky right in the middle here, leaving that Caramel trying to force up their way. But for Archimica, they really need to defend on that with the Blazing Bullet trying to pop off again from the bottom lane, but with a BMI in the nick of a time, saved and need to move back.
7 minutes inside of the line of down. It's going a little bit to the mid game right here. As far as we know, the turtle right now is still the focus over the Archimica. Like, we know how objective they are over the turtle or even going to the Lord. And now, with that being said, Caramel was trying so hard to try to counter it back, and even Lele coming with the Phantom Blast, and now Astral and Caramel able to secure that turtle right here, but Tan tried to force it back to the side of Caramel, and Caramel still using the power to get back, and the time journey helping Caramel
kalah dengan yang asli guys ya, boleh lah. Violetnya ini guys yang agak lain ya. Violet itu tan tipis banget. Dar, waduh. Kalau kena udah pasti turu guys tannya guys.
Of GPX
was able to dodge all of that, only picking off one hero here, still in a good problem here. But so far, let's look at the item builds right here. The Martis has secured one of the Anti-Curious going off against this phase. But for the Bruno, that Haas Claw and also that Berserker's Fury would build up that crit that much. But so far from the Novaria and even the Diggy, still with an Enchanted Talisman, and it is scaling up with that Lightning Dungeon.
Blade Armor udah diamankan oleh Violet ya.
On the other side of Archimica, they really got a chance to build out 1 or 2 items too, but still not finished yet, because remember that there is a 2,000-ish gold lead. It will be a problem though, because they need to finish up those items quickly to catch up to GPX Buzzrang.
Yeah. So right now for GPX, they're leading by 2,002.5k gold right here, where Archimica again, despite the GPX Buzzrang is winning and leading by the gold, remember that Ash is still very free. We need also to be careful over that. We need to consider that Ash can join the war later on with that blazing duet, dealing tons of damage. Because so far, all of the wars that happened, I don't think that there is a presence coming from Ash that is impacting in the big war. Unless it was like some pickups that is on the lane or the presence nearby Ash itself. So right now, Chinchou going to the top, securing over that.
Well, I actually can say how Ash's plays out in the
Lord pertama udah dicolek sama Tan, bro.
Need to remember that her KDA is 002, so it doesn't really have that much of a gain, rather comparing to Chinchou. Even both KDAs are the same, but the levels are different. The way they farm and they got that gold late is also different. So both marksmen actually need to watch out, because I would say dragging into the late game, it would be harder for Arkumika to finish up everything that they've started, because for the scaling onto the late game, that late game insurance is actually in the hands of Chinchao.
So Chinchao right now, the main key here for the side of GPX, and Chinchao securing 2 ults is just the same like Ash here, but the Lord is almost being taken
Lord
by the side
pertama
of
di tangan
GPX,
Caramel,
and it will
bro.
be taken like that. Violet jumping in, that Primal, and also the Astral that has been popped on, trying to neglect the damage. Gyokoi also running away from that. Caramel unable to get close to the player of Team Araki while on the top lane. We are seeing that Ash doing some split push here, taking one turret and try to distract player of GPX.
Okay, from Ash I could see that attack speed has been increasing, also trying to get a lot of the junglers trying to switch out from the Fredrin. And looking at the item builds right here, the Cloud, see, that attack speed has been secured with 2 core items, following up with the Golden Staff, helping in also with the Astral Eco, working in with all of that onward, and also the Slashing 8 with that Time Journey popping up onto the backline with the Blazing Duet.
Guys, ayolah, iya, Lipi terlalu overestimate guys.
You're leaving only Violet itself, with Ash trying to scale up a lot of damage, and also a clean
triple kill Ashnya
with
guys.
a triple kill, leaving
4 tukar 2 ya.
herself
Cuan sih buat RRQ guys. Cuma RRQ masih kalah duit ya.
Haven't been used yet.
Tuh.
Will be decimated, I guess, and shut
Caramel
down
pasrah,
in the
guys.
head of Caramel. But on the other hand, Gyokoi also securing Caramel a shutdown here. I think from this instant replay we can see like all of the damage that is given by the side of GPX was coming really cool and really great. But back again, I was mentioning as haven't joined a big war, and well, she joined. It was a pretty huge damage that is distributed by Ash, and it was taking a triple kill on the hand of Ash. Despite that, the position of Caramel at that moment, unable to try to distract this Cloud with the Mortal Coil or even the
tinggal 13 start guys ya.
And
at least mungkin tinggal nunggu Lord kedua sih guys ya, baru penentuan ya.
Discipline movement.
Tinggal lihat aja cuy seberapa kuat pertahanan dari RRQ Ladies ya.
Shutdown happens in the head of Caramel.
But I don't think that it would be that much of a fair trade though. GPX got eliminated down, leaving only Caramel herself. She is a jungler, but that giving off the marksman, wouldn't it be a great trade-off?
It's still not a very good one. I mean, like for the side of our Kimika, I think like Ash supposed to be able to survive from that condition. Like maybe the timing of the BMI is not there. Maybe it's just on cooldown. That's why she's unable to secure it. But Gyokoi was there, right?
I could say also that the movement was actually a bit restricted because of Gyokoi's wall. So that's why Ash couldn't really move that much, and it's pinned down against taking that first-hand damage from the decimation. Gives out too much.
Lord
so
yang kedua guys ya.
Down, but so
bisa jadi Lord menentu juga bro.
Lord
Tinggal lihat aja ya nanti ya.
Arkumika is being the one here starting it.
Yeah. They really go for objective gameplay. I've mentioned it before how objective they are, but
Livi malah tumbang guys.
It will be go down that fast in the hand of Chinchao. That critical is
itu siapa? Ya Lele.
Onward and Earth Shatter with a bit of pressure. Violet taken down with a double kill from Chinchao. This Bruno is just unstoppable.
Minion. Minionnya dapetin satu start guys.
That turret needs to be looked out. GPX buffering and taken down, but on the other hand, in the Lord here, Thon is getting spin out.
Yang dapat Caramel bro.
Popping it up, but Caramel getting
tinggal
that Lord
S doang ya guys ya.
Securing a killing spree. GPX buffering in the first game is just too unstoppable.
Livi udah balik sih. Lele bentar lagi juga udah balik bro.
Confusing moment. You know, at one point it was a pick-off coming, and
kita lihat aja boy, apakah dengan Lord kedua ini bisa langsung end ya?
Look at that one. I mean, a Malefic Roar, Berserker's Fury without any defense towards that. Definitely, Livi will be easily taken down by that. But after Levy been picked off, it was a confusion for Archimica. Will they start to doing the objective? They will try
udah
to
balik
wait
semua,
to get
guys.
the Lord, because if they're forcing it, they will be picked off. That's why there's a split pulse coming for Ashe. She was like, I still gonna be able to clear off the Lord here, since like I'm still dealing tons of damage. So she was trying maybe to go on the other side to try to hold it on the high ground, but back again, now the Lord
Tabrak
have
gaming, bro.
marching to the top and will be taking the base turrets.
Okay, Astro Eco revealing all of their reputations, but even one of them needs to be taken down. Aktan being the one in the first tier taking it open wide. Open here, but Funi is just too much. Okay, getting in there with Lele trying to escape in and re-getting for all of that.
Lele tumbang, guys. Blazing duet.
Enough to take people down. And with that
gila guys ya, game pertama diamankan oleh Gepek Basreng, bro. Ini Gepek dengan roster barunya makin OP juga guys ya.